Today we're going to be taking a deeper look into the Lightning Air Jordan 4. We have the 2006 version and the 2021 version. We're going to talk about styles, cuts, materials, opinions, all those different things. So let's go ahead and get into it. Welcome back to the channel. What's up with you guys? How you doing? How you been? If you did not know by now, my name is DJ and this is the DNA Show. Now if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell notification for every time I upload a new video, and make sure you hit that like button because that helps the algorithm oh so much. So first things first, if you guys haven't seen the full review on the 2021 video, make sure you go check that one out as soon as you get done with this one. I'll have the link for you guys down below in the description, but right now let's do a deeper comparison between these two shoes. So first thing I want to do is talk about the boxes. As you can see right here, you have an all yellow top with a lift off lid with the OG style, like the Air Jordan 4 OG style box. When this one right here, back in the 2005, 2006, 2007, all in that era, we had that black and silver, or I guess it's mainly a dark gray, not really a black, but a black. I used to always call it black and silver, even though it's more like a dark gray. But it's a gray and silver box with the silver Jumpman here on the top. Then you got the Jordan here on the side of the box, and then Jordan here on the lid of the box on the top, and everything like that. You got your size tag in the front, like normal. So just off the rip, as you can see, presentation wise, before you even open up the box and see the shoes, it's definitely a major difference when it comes to these two. Now what I can say is this newer model box that they have been doing, they have been coming correct when it comes to the quality, the sturdiness, and just the overall build of these boxes. And if I could pick one of these two, I would probably go with the yellow one, just because I mean this will look icy sitting in the wall. Now when I lift open the lid of the boxes, you can see you have your all over cement print paper here on the newer retro, and then you got your classic just white paper. But these ones come with a retro card, and this is something that I honestly feel like Jordan Brand should bring back. Drop a comment down below if you think they should bring back the retro card. I don't know about you, but the nostalgia behind this alone, seeing all the OG colorways and trying to cross them off on the list and collect every single shoe and complete the set and all that stuff, for me, those were vibes back in the day. I definitely wouldn't mind having that retro card from the 2006, and I think if they could mesh those two together, that would make the ultimate drop. So like typical review fashion, I start from the bottom of the shoe and work my way up. So let's go ahead and get started with the outsoles. So looking at the outsoles right here, now I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to catch it on camera or not, but the dark gray on the 2021 version is just slightly lighter. Now I think this is something that you can only really tell when you put them side by side. Some people might be able to visually tell. I think it's really hard to tell unless you really put the two shoes side by side. So overall, besides that and the color blocking and the patterns that they did on the bottom of the outsoles, everything is essentially the same. Now when it comes to the midsoles and the air units, you still have the white pod here on the front and the white midsole on the back. The OG comes with the dark gray air unit on the inside, and then the retro comes with the white air unit on the inside. So that's one visual difference that you might see from afar, especially when you look at the air unit and the midsole and it all kind of blends together. This kind of creates a little bit more of a contrast. Again, that might just be a preference thing and some people might not care about it at all, but I had to show you guys the difference between the two. Now taking it to the upper, when I look at the upper overall throughout the entire shoe, it looks like everything is pretty much identical when it comes to the initial color scheme of the sneaker. They didn't switch anything up when it came to the mesh. You got the yellow mesh behind it with the gray net on top, and the 2021 retro rubber nets are a little bit bigger when it comes to the squares and everything like that. As you see side by side, you can kind of see the visual difference between the two. Me personally, I kind of have always been a fan of the smaller grade of it when it comes to the net, but again, that's a preference thing, and I'm sure not too many people may care about that, but that is something that you may notice if you're really diving deeper into a sneaker. When it comes to the arms and the eyelets of the sneaker, everything looks pretty much identical as well. You have your gray suede with your translucent eyelets here on the top and the bottom of the shoe. These both come equipped with a standard pair of yellow laces. The laces actually look pretty close to the same color as well, and these don't come with additional laces on either one of the shoes. So if you wanted to add white laces or black laces or gray or whatever it is color that you want to add, that would be something you have to add on. When I look at the Jordan 4 patch here on the tongue of the two shoes, I think the newer retro, the gray on that area, is just a little bit darker, but overall everything is essentially same. Gray patch, white Jumpman, yellow flight. One thing that does definitely stick out to me is going to be the sock liner. The newer retro, the sock liner is a lot more yellow, and it kind of separates itself between the material on the upper and then the sock liner. Compared to this pair, it kind of blends a little bit better with the material on the upper. One thing that they also duplicated as well is the insoles. You have a white insole with the gray Jumpman, everything the same on that as well. Now going to the back of these two shoes, one addition that I really like about the back tabs and how they have incorporated the Jumpman logo with the plastic logo right there. They've done this in the past, yes, we have seen that, but they have gone a different way about stitching. As you can see, between Jordan's arm and his body, they have an open gap right here with the plastic showing. And then if you look at the new retro, they have that part closed in and they have a seam line stitched right there behind it. So it kind of makes it look a little bit more clean, a little bit more uniform. So I definitely like that small detail touch when it comes to the newer retro 4s and how they've added that with the back tabs. So overall, when it comes to the color blocking and the scheme of the two shoes, they are pretty much identical on that aspect. Now when it comes to the actual color of the material, the touch and the feel of the material, you're definitely gonna have a different vibe when it comes to the 2021. I would say this yellow is kind of like a muted yellow. It's not as vibrant as the yellow that you would see on the 2006 pair, but at the same time, it's definitely still a shoe that's gonna pop because at the end of the day, it's still an all yellow shoe. I think that is definitely going to be a preference thing as well. Similar to the other preference thing is just the overall shape and the build and the mold of the sneaker. Now this is back in the 2005, 2006 era when you had all those different retro 4s coming out and everyone was shaped just like this. Now this one is bringing back the 1989 vibes. They're bringing back that old school style, the old school cut. You can see the difference right here between the eyelets and between the stitch lines and everything on the front end of the shoe. Also the tongue, it's a lot more padded and thicker. You got a thicker area around the ankle and the way the back is formed and shaped, and the toe is a lot more slim. You can see those two transitioning photos right there on how the shape and mold of the two shoes are different right there. So let me know which one you guys like more. Me personally, I kind of grew up with this era when I first started collecting, so I had always gravitated to this, but I can definitely understand why people like this style a little bit more. I think the shoe looks a lot more bulky in the middle of the foot right here because I'm so used to such a, you know, kind of like a narrow vibe right here around the front end and the middle of the toe and everything like that. So I think there's a lot of different ways to look at it, but you're definitely gonna see a different shape and form of the shoe when you see the new 2021 retro. My next question for you guys is simply, which shoe do you guys like more, the 2006 or the 2021? I posted a poll on my IG to see what everybody thinks. If you haven't already, make sure you follow me on IG so you can participate in the polls and see all the results here on the channel. This is what they said. 61 to 39%. Wow, I was not expecting those results. I don't know if it's just because, I mean, okay, man, I don't even know what to say. Okay, let's think. If it was majority that way, it's probably because everybody's just so excited to be able to get this shoe. A lot of people wanted to get this shoe that have been collecting for many years and still have never gotten it. Or you got new sneakerheads that came into the game that heard about the shoe, the myths and the legends of it, and seen how much it was. The shoe be worth like $2,000, and now they're like,
finally I have an opportunity to buy the shoe at a retail price of $220, or you know, resell whatever, 500, 600 bucks.
But that's clearly way cheaper than this version. And I think over time, these are definitely gonna end up going up. Give it a couple years and they're gonna be right up there just like these, but that's a whole nother topic. But either way, I think that does make sense. You know, after I think about it, after I kind of explain it right there, that does kind of make sense why it would be such a high percentage towards the new retro. I don't know, I think for me, you know, I love the OG when it comes to a lot of different shoes. If it wasn't for this, we wouldn't have this, so it's that type of thing for me. I think there's definitely a lot of different ways you could look at it. Honestly, I don't think there's a wrong answer or a right answer. It just wasn't exactly the results I was expecting in my mind. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the results down below in the comment section. And like I said about price and all those other things as well, this sneaker right here is like a $1,500 or $2,000 shoe, something like that. And these are currently going for like $550, 600 bucks. I think the price is going to go down. They'll probably be worth somewhere around the $300 or $400 range. And then over time, they're gonna go right back up. And next thing you know, you're gonna be like,
bruh, should have got them for 400 and now they're like 800 or 900.
I definitely think both shoes are great shoes to have in your collection. Super dope, super excited to see these in a lot of people's rotations and on feet and everything like that. I'm glad I got a pair for my collection. Stay tuned for an on foot coming to an IG post near you. All right, you guys, I'll see you in another one. I'm out. Yo, if you enjoyed this video and you want to make extra money or grow your shoe collection, I want to give you a free video with my 3 tips that were the most powerful that will help you grow your sneaker collection and make an additional $1,000 to $10,000 a month. All you need to do to get this free video is click on the first link in the description or the comment that's pinned in the comment section. That'll take you to a page where you can enter your email address and I'll make sure that I send you a video right away. And if you enjoyed this video, again, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. My name is DJ. I'm signing out. I got to go. I'm gone. Peace.